we have been reading, The Morning Mind. This chapter is about the nose and the brain, and it gives this title that there is a clock in the nose. So this clock to which they refer, it is the circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm, like we already mentioned in the previous chapter and in the introduction to this book, is the cycles that we have that are related to different activities, different processes in the body, such as waking up and sleeping, but it is not the only thing. So for example, there is a study that proves that there is an impact of the different scents or smells in the brain waves. So for example, this study or this research was performed in Thailand and was done with monkeys. So they were trying to induce the monkeys to have better quality sleep or to sleep better, and it was proven that just with the smell of lavender they could produce different brain waves. So this was like a direct effect. They were not drinking anything, they were just smelling the lavender, and it was proven that the monkeys were able to have these brain waves that are related to relaxation, to less anxiety, so they were able to sleep better. And this is important because usually these kind of therapies, such as aromatherapy, everything that has to do with the influence of smells or scents, perfumes in the human body, or in the emotions, the state of mind, on your mood, it is still not very well researched. So it is important that we mention this study, so we have a scientific approach to this. There was also another study in the University of Brown, and they were doing a research about students, and they were trying to find what was the best way to advise students to make better food choices, to keep their health in check. And what they were doing was trying to measure what was the time of the day when their sense of smell was more acute, and they discovered that the sense of smell was more sensitive when it was 9 in the night. And starting from this hour, the sense of smell was more sensitive, more open to perceive different things that we don't perceive during the rest of the day. There was also the opposite, that the sense of smell is at its lowest when it is between 2 in the morning and 10 in the morning. What they were mentioning was that it is also important that we understand, for example, the importance of smoke detectors, that during the night, if there is a smoke or there is a fire in a house, we wouldn't be able to perceive it, because this is the lowest point of in the sense of smell. Also, they have different theories for why is this that the sense of smell is more more sensitive during the night. And one of the theories is that probably it was to help with the detection of predators or different dangers, because during the night we cannot see as well because there is less light or no light depending on the specific setting. Another one is that because during this period that was previous civilizations, usually the hunters were gathering at night to cook, and probably around 9 or so, this was the time when everyone was ready to eat, and it was more useful for them to have this only meal of the day and have full satisfaction from it, because it is proven that the sense of taste also has some marked influence by the sense of smell. So when we eat something and our sense of smell is in a higher sensitivity, we tend to perceive better the taste of this specific meal. Another one of the theories is that it is probably because it was made to select your mate, your sexual mate. So during this hour, we can sense better, for example, the human pheromones, which both men and women emit. But it is also proven that women are more sensitive to pheromones, to male pheromones during the ovulation period, and this probably has also some, probably nature provided this, so we will be able to reproduce and continue the species. There is also some studies that prove that siblings can detect their other siblings by the sense of smell, and mothers can detect their babies, and babies usually they can recognize their mother by their sense of smell. So this is also very important. During this study of the University of Brown, it was not done so deeply, so there was no difference between gender, age, or even height or weight, or even state of hormonal development or anything like that, because most of them were teenagers or people in their 20s. So there is still some research to be done to further, develop the knowledge about this. Now, in this book, there is a marked emphasis on the use of aromatherapy to improve our lives, and how aromatherapy can improve our lives. The aromatherapy can improve our lives in different ways. For example, to improve the quality of sleep, to reduce anxiety, to even fight depression, or different things that are really important for us to have better sleep. And what we can see is that this is something that we can do with different essential oils. And these essential oils that are capable of producing these effects are, for example, lavender, chamomile, even some varieties of orange, or citrus oils can produce this effect. And the variety of different essential oils that can be used, for therapeutical purposes is really big. And they mention a few of them. And some of them, for example, is peppermint oil. Peppermint oil is well known to help reduce, for example, nausea. So if you feel nauseous, you can have just a little bit of peppermint oil, or even just smell it, and it will help you feel better. It can also help you to wake up. So even a person who is asleep, if they put some peppermint oil, it will wake up this person. So there is a direct relation between the brain and the sense of smell. That is because, not just because of the proximity of the nose with the brain, but the way it is designed. It uses some chemoreceptors that have a direct connection in the root to an axon that goes straight into the brain. So that is also what they were mentioning, that we can remember better things that are associated with a specific smell. So if we want to remember something, for example, for a test or for something very specific, we can try to associate this memory with a smell. And if we want to recover this memory, we can again use the same smell, the same perfume, and we will remember this easier than just with with the other senses. So this sense, more than others, it is related to the subconscious actions. We are not aware of how this happens, but usually it is a theory that probably it was to protect us from danger. So if there was some kind of danger, and there was something in the vicinity of this specific place where this happened, where this dangerous event happened, it will help us remember, not to go to this place or something like that. The sense of smell can help us to stay safe. For example, if we want to detect if food is safe to eat, usually we're very sensitive for this, so this is something good. And the science can take advantage of this, for example, with the use of mercaptan. Mercaptan is this chemical compound that they put in natural gas or other kind of gases that we use in our house for cooking or for heating. So if there is a leak and we wouldn't have mercaptan in the gas, we wouldn't detect the leak, because usually these gases are odorless. So this is one very practical use for this particular quality of the human body, that we can detect when something is rotten or when it is not safe to eat. and we can also detect different dangers, such as smoke and other things. So what they tell us is also how important it is to use the aromatherapy to improve the quality of our life, either to reduce the anxiety, to improve our stress levels, to decrease our insomnia. For example, there are several kinds of essential oils that can be used to reduce the insomnia, and we can sleep better, we can have more rest, more energy the next day. And there are also some oils that can help us to wake up and feel more alert and with more energy. And so if we use these, we don't need, for example, the use of caffeine. Or if we have kids at home, we can help them to wake up with a better mood, to prepare for the day, and either if it is for going to school or for doing something else, so they will have a better mood and face their own task with a more amenable attitude. So what they tell us also, it is the importance that we need to do some more research about the interactions between essential oils and the body, and probably some interactions with even medications or something like this. So this is like a challenge that we still need to, to face. So that's it, guys. I thought this was a very, very unique chapter and very interesting. So if you like this video and want to give a thumbs up to like the video, it will be very welcome. And if you are new to this channel, I want to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you will be notified each time a new video is released. So thank you for watching.